It's difficult, you know, because I would like to just say, like, have more fun with life, you know? I think people take things too goddamn serious.
3 Disney Witches movie.
I can't believe that I don't know the name of this movie right now.
Put it into your words.
It's a mind game, you know? So it's like, all right, I'm challenging myself next month not to drink alcohol, right? Why am I challenging myself not to drink alcohol? Because I've been drinking a lot of alcohol. Somebody who was born September 11th, who's like right smack in the middle of Virgo, they're like full Virgo. Because I'm on the cusp, there's a little bit of like Libra energy that like it comes into me, you know? And how I know this is because home team channel.
Well,
I don't trust myself after all the pain I've held. I know myself too well, been in and out of hell.
We do all find our way eventually.
Wait. Just let's put a little bit more in here because I already can see where this is gonna go.
Whoa.
I'm gonna it's gonna get empty and then we're gonna be talking and then, you know.
Well, here on the Aircast, we start with the important questions because the people here on the Aircast, we start with the important questions because the people, the fans, the world, the Air Force, the streets, the rich girls with rich girl mindsets, the rich guys with rich guy mindsets, and the rich guys with rich girl mindsets. Caitlyn Jenner, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, they all want to know because we start with the important questions here.
We start with the important questions.
And the important question we're going to start with is, what do you like about a challenge exactly? Because you like a challenge. Why do you like a challenge?
Why doesn't somebody like a challenge?
A lot of reasons. A lot of people listening to this right now are going to be like, ugh, why a challenge? Chill. Bye. I just got off of work. I've had a long day. I just put my kid to sleep. A challenge? So I just want to hear your take on it.
It's funny that you're bringing this up because I'm actually going to be doing a challenge next month.
What kind of challenge?
A no drinking challenge.
Awesome. That's amazing. Yeah, I actually challenged myself to some challenges for this whole entire year. I started like in March or April. And every single month I have a different thing. I started with no fries. Killed that.
There we go.
Yeah. This month I'm doing actually failed so far. So
what was it?
So I had to switch it. At first it was no cheese.
Oh.
And then I was like, that's too easy.
Tough.
And then I immediately ate cheese. And then I was like, all right, no bread. And then I immediately ate bread. And I was like, all right. So there's been some other things and I'm like, okay, I just can't do that for the rest of the month. Both of those things. I'll suffice with that. But yeah, so Boss Lady.
There you go. That's exactly why I like a challenge. You just said it.
Exactly.
That's exactly why.
Wait, put it into your words.
It's a mind game, you know? So it's like, all right, I'm challenging myself next month not to drink alcohol, right? Why am I challenging myself not to drink alcohol? Because I've been drinking a lot of alcohol. But it's also like, all right, it's tying into my life, right? So there are things that I want to do next month that I'm thinking, all right, if I challenge myself by not doing the alcohol, maybe I'll be able to tackle these things quicker. And I'm also, it's a game with myself to see, not to see, but to know and to prove to myself that I have the self-discipline and like the control to be able to do the challenge.
Willpower.
Yeah, the willpower.
Yeah, it goes a long way, and honestly, you just gotta test yourself. At the end of the day,
it's to test.
You gotta look in the mirror, or not look in the mirror. Just think about it and pretend you're looking in the mirror and be like, reevaluate and look at yourself and do a reality check and be like, is it that difficult? Can I not do that? Am I not capable of doing this?
Correct.
And I go through that all the time with so many things, but. About to be 30 in November, you know, it's a process, and you gotta just learn it, and you just gotta push yourself to it because you got only one spin in this world. The limit. I'm pushing it.
So the thing is, I did a fitness challenge earlier this year, and the way that I was able to do that, because that shit was tough.
Explain the fitness challenge a little bit, because like, what's a fitness challenge like?
Exactly, because it wasn't like, I'm gonna do like, it wasn't. It was literally just like, I'm gonna start working out again. That was the fitness challenge.
I love it. That's what I'm saying. There's different challenges. Just starting.
It was literally just, I'm going to start working out.
That's the hardest part about working out, just getting there.
Right.
Just starting.
And so the mind game that I played with myself was that I told myself, all right, whenever my brain is telling me like I don't want to do it, that's when my body is going to get up and put the gym clothes on and go fucking do it. And literally, that would happen a lot. Like, you know, I'd wake up and I'd be like, fuck, I don't want to do it. And then because I already knew that I made that pact with myself, she was like, well, now you got to go get up and go do it.
Those are the best workouts. Now that I'm, you know, I'm not the biggest, tallest guy here, but going to the gym is a big part of my life. Yeah, you know,
it's a lifestyle.
It's not necessarily lifestyle, but it's therapy, and it's huge, and it's such a huge tool to me at a point where I do so many other things. I'm much more productive, much more sharper, much more efficient when I do that. Right. And the days that I don't do that, in the time I'm not doing that for a long time, I see the decline, and I see the lack of energy, and I see the lack of focus, and it's all that. Here's the thing: you're gonna go through hardships throughout all of your life. Facts. You gotta choose your hardships.
Big facts.
It's hard to be overweight. It's hard to be obese. It's hard to deal with heart problems and heart conditions, and deal with diabetes and all these things that come with that. You know, being not going to the gym. Mm-hmm. But guess what? It's also hard to go to the gym. Choose your heart.
There we go. Exactly. Choose your battles.
It's hard to be broke. It's hard to not have any money to be able to take a girl out. It's hard to not have any money to go chase your dreams and do a video for your music. It's hard to not have any money to go to the studio and record your music. It's hard to not have any money to do a podcast or do anything. But it's also hard to go to a job and wake up every day and make paper and hustle and chase your dreams.
Choose your hardship.
Choose your hardship. Don't do it. Life is hard either way, and
it's true. It's how you look at it, really.
Yeah, a lot of, and guess what? The cool part is
perspective.
When you look at it and you like it, it becomes easy and it's less hard. Don't get me wrong; it's gonna be hard, and if it's easy, that means you gotta turn up and go harder. And whatever you're doing that's easy, do a lot of it to the point that damn, this is hard to do this much.
Life and there's always a way to make all the things that you don't want to do like fun. Like if you don't like working out. Cool. There's like a way for you to make it yours, you know?
That's so cool to say that, yeah.
You don't gotta like go freaking CrossFit and do what everybody's doing. Like go freaking whatever's your thing.
For me, it's as simple as the numbers. I just look at it like I ran a mile yesterday in 8 minutes and 5 seconds, but I didn't do legs. I did legs right after the mile. Today, my excuse is I gotta do it at least 8.5 seconds to 8.10 seconds. If I do any more than that, I'm terrible. I'm a terrible person. My whole family's gonna get kidnapped. It's over. Like I put all these things in my head. Yeah. And then it's like if I succeed, I'm gonna have my podcast is gonna go viral with the next clip tomorrow. It's like it's all gonna work out. I just gotta do it, and I just bust my ass. And you gotta play these mind games.
It's a mind game, exactly.
It's all
a
mindset. That's awesome.
A rich girl mindset.
Rich girl mindset. Okay.
I'm always plugging shit in.
I don't want to mess this up, so let me get the script. So, how does one make shift happen? Because you want to take a drink before you say it? I'll say it. Let's make shift happen, because when you shift your mind, you can shift your life.
I like how you said that.
Yeah, I like how you made it up.
I gotta get that. I gotta coin that. There's a few things I gotta coin.
It's definitely coined in my opinion, but yeah, rich girl mindset on here, Boss Lady V.
So how do you make shift happen, huh?
Yeah, in your terms.
I think,
Boss Lady.
First of all, number one, you have to be like ready for shift, like mentally. And also you have to know that everything's always shifting. I think, right? Like life is it's constantly moving and changing, and we're constantly adapting and figuring it out and maneuvering. So how do you make shift happen? You just fucking do it, like Nike says, right? You just make shift happen. But I think you have to know that you want some shift to happen. And so a lot of that comes with like stepping out of your comfort zone, like just putting yourself in different places where you would never do that, because that's how you're gonna shift. For me personally, like I feel like I went through a big shift in my life when I feel that I don't know, like I used to be a completely different person, right? Like I was just having a conversation on the way here about Little V and like how much because I was like, no, I'm still the same person. And they were like, but you've also changed, like you've grown, like you've become the person that you are now. Sure, like maybe at your core you're the same, self-awareness type of person, but you've grown. So it's kind of like you have to be like, for example, I used to be shy or quiet or whatever, so Little V would never be on this podcast. But I've grown and I've just stepped into different places and different realms and thrown myself into different opportunities with different people, and you learn more about yourself by doing those things.
Lil V would be proud.
Little V would be proud.
Little V would be proud.
Yes, I'm a Virgo, but I'm on the cusp of Virgo Libra.
What does cusp mean? Because
the cusp.
Okay, explain cusps. What does that mean?
Is when it's gonna switch.
Okay,
every
hold on.
month.
That makes no sense. So Scorpio
month it
is so
changes.
listen, for a long time, a couple months in my life, I'm not big on zodiacs. I think it's Illuminati
That's fine. A
brainwashing
lot
us.
of people don't believe
My
in it.
last
It's
album,
fine.
So Scorpio, streaming now
science.
everywhere, by the way. So Scorpio streaming here, by the way. Anyways, my mom's
Little
also
plug.
born in November, and for a while I thought she was also a Scorpio because I just thought November is Scorpio.
Oh, there you go.
She's a Sag.
So
She's at the end.
okay,
So, but there's a set date that it ends. That it's
Correct.
a cutoff time.
and it's always like the
Whoever
same.
makes these rules, they're like, hey, you're this
That's
guy.
it. You
You're Sag.
switched over.
It's like Hogwarts. It's like imagine they did like, hey, no, that's your birthday. This is your birthday.
It is
I
what
don't
it
care what
is.
you want. Okay, so what does
Hilarious.
cusp mean? Can you
So
break
the
that down
cusp
by
means-
dates? Like, what does it mean by
It's either the cusp is either like that at the end or the beginning. So it's every month. It's moving.
So are you just
improving.
being like flexible? Like you're just being like, so
No, I was
he's
born-
this, but he's
I
kind of
was-
this.
No, I was born on the 21st of September, and
Okay.
the zodiac changes on the 23rd or the 22nd.
So you're
So I'm a Virgo. That's why I said
Virgo,
I'm
Virgo.
I'm a
My best friend's a
Virgo,
Virgo, yeah.
but
that's
I'm a
crazy.
cusp. And the reason why people say that they're on the cusp and shit is because somebody who was born September 11th, who's like right smack in the middle of Virgo, they're like full Virgo. Because I'm on the cusp, there's a little bit of like Libra energy that like it comes into me, you know. And how I know this is because back in the day I would read. You're hilarious because you don't even believe in this shit. So why am I having this conversation with you?
because I want to educate myself and learn. Listen, I don't believe in superheroes. I love superheroes. I'm so educated. I don't believe in Hogwarts. I know all about Harry Potter.
There we go.
Like, you know,
Alright.
there's a lot of things I don't believe in. There's a bunch of rappers that
You don't believe
definitely.
in ghosts, right?
Yeah.
I got that from earlier.
I'm pretty educated in Ghostbusters, Casper. I know a lot about ghosts.
The Anderson sisters.
Who?
What movie is that? The Three Witches.
Oh,
What movie is that?
the Disney movie that they're bad.
Oh my god.
Witches of Eastwick?
No.
man, this guy.
Series they made of them.
Oh my god.
It's a one-word name that
What the
it's.
fuck? I can't even believe that it's like escaping
I was
me
gonna
right
say
now.
Bewitched, Bedazzled.
The Anderson sisters. Everybody knows
Bewitched, Bedazzled. I didn't know that's
that.
their
Oh my
name.
god, what's
That they're older. They just made a sequel recently
did,
for the
yes,
first time.
they did.
Yeah, man.
fuck?
I watched the whole
What's it
thing.
fucking
Dad,
called?
producer of the year right here, Apex.
Producer of the year.
Can we search right quick? Disney. Man, she's probably gonna beat you to it.
She's on it.
If you do
sure.
what I'm if you do what I'm searching, asking you right now, Safari, it'll come up like this. Put Disney witches.
Fuck.
Disney witches. Just put Disney witches on your phone. All the time it
It's on my
takes.
phone, man. Charmed.
It's not Charmed. Charm's a whole TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good
And
show
it's not
though.
Buffy.
They made a thing.
The audience watching is gonna love this. Listen, guys,
Netflix, man.
stream my stuff right now. Actually,
What
we're gonna.
the fuck?
Hey,
Let us know in the comments if they know.
Why is
$1 Million Man streaming right now.
Anderson
Ursula
sisters.
Maleficent?
What?
No, man, Disney,
Disney
Witches movie. 3
I
Disney
can't
Witches
even
movie.
believe that I don't know the name of this movie right now.
It's put 3 Disney's.
Where's the
I'm gonna be like, oh yeah.
Dad, just go-
Focus.
Hocus Pocus.
Hocus fucking pocus.
I told you, once we figure it out, we're gonna be like, duh.
That's magic.
Fucking hocus pocus.
Magic part.
For real.
And we're back.
And we're back.
Actually, we're already back because I'm gonna keep that whole part with a high five. That was gold. Yeah, so Hocus
Lord.
Pocus was cool.
Alright.
You ever seen Bewitched?
Hell yeah.
The remake. I didn't see
Oh,
the TV
I thought
show.
you were talking about the show.
I never saw the show.
Oh, that was one of my favorite
Did you
shows.
see the remake with Nicole
that
Kidman?
one and
That was my shit.
I Dream of Jeannie.
Okay. Yeah, the remake was really cool. Me and my mom bonded over that a lot with Netflix.
With what's her name?
Nicole
The actress-
Kidman.
That girl.
It's funny.
I
you
did
s-
see it.
You see Nicole? I have the AMC Stubs pass, so like I get to see a bunch of movies every
This
month.
guy's got like all the passes.
Every-
and shit.
Yeah, I'm just an economical buyer.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna go. So let me
If
just
I'm gonna
get
go,
my
I'm gonna just get the pass.
and get a discount and not break
He's
bread.
the one that goes to the fair and gets the annual pass
I'm
for the
basically
3
Jewish.
weeks and
He's
shit.
definitely the coupon type of guy.
Right, right.
Yeah, I'm basically Jewish when you think about it.
He's
Oh.
like, I'm spending more, but I'm actually saving.
I guess, yeah, that's how they get you. All the.
It's because you got to put more up front, but you are actually saving,
It's
so
boss lady
it
logic.
makes sense.
Boss lady logic.
That's my point. If
I
you're
get
gonna
it.
do it,
I do that.
if you're gonna do it, think big picture.
Yeah.
Think
I
rich
feel
girl
you.
mindset.
There we go.
Rich Chico mindset. That's what we're doing right here. Anyways, how does one tap into your inner boss in 2024?
In 2020 fucking 4.
Oh, okay, my bad. 2025.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, because imagine times are changing. If you say how does one tap into your inner boss in the 1800s, you're gonna be like, well, you gotta go to California, find some gold. You gotta go find some gold. It's a gold rush right now. You know, it's gonna be all types of crazy things. Mentira, the gold rush was in the 1800s.
Mentira.
Yeah, my history is not the best. Anyways, Anyways, 2024. That's why I specified 2024, because you could give a general answer, be like, in life you gotta tap in and hustle, and be like, nah, I want Boss Lady V to give me the specifics. We're 2024. She's a media mogul. She's a tech savvy queen. She's on it. So how does one tap into it?
The Boss Lady V.
Yes.
Okay, we could do that first. How does the Boss Lady V name come up? I think you kind of addressed it in the Fuego Talk podcast, though.
I kind of did, I think.
Yeah, so.
But let's see. But this is a different podcast. You're right.
But Fuego Talk, Boss Lady V streaming right here.
Okay, so that the name actually originated super weirdly. So I had a business, and then I had another business. I was trying to change my name on Instagram because Instagram was born like a fucking long time ago, you know? Like when Instagram was born, changed. I didn't even know what it was. I thought it was just like I thought it was a filter app.
It was just a filter picture app. That's exactly
pictures would just live on there.
Oh, you thought it was just filters.
Yeah, like I thought, but then like the pictures would just live there, and then all of a sudden people would start following, and then one day it like became what it became.
Social app.
Right, which I was like, oh, okay, I can use this for business. Cool. But yeah, so what the fuck was I saying?
Your name and how somebody else had the name.
So my name before was Venus, and so I had to change it. So I tried getting Vanessa Castillo because I am the Vanessa Castillo. I own VanessaCastillo.com. Like I'm Vanessa fucking Castillo. Vanessa Castillo was not.
And all fairness, very popular first
very
and last
popular name. Exactly.
So you could imagine all the Vanessa Castillos out there listening and be like, yeah, I'm a getter.
But who's got the .com?
I love it. Tighten up. It's called be first to it. If you're thinking about it, do it. Don't wait. That's rich girl mindset. If that's not an example of rich girl mindset, I don't know what is. But go ahead. Sorry.
And that's the thing. Like I got that .com in college because I was in visual communications and I was coding websites, and my professor at the time was telling us to create a website, and then he suggested like I would just get your name like if you could, because why not? And you know what? Shout out to that guy because I fucking own VanessaCastillo.com. So I am the Vanessa Castillo because there are a lot of us. So whatever. Needless to say, Vanessa Castillo was not available on Instagram. I tried doing like Vanessa Castillo official. I was like, that's just too long. I was like, the Vanessa Castillo. I'm like, that's just too cocky. And then I was like, you know what? I'm a boss. Like aside from VCV agency. Aside from VCV
That's
agency.
them calling. They're like, wait a second. Chill out.
All the other Vanessas.
Yeah, they're like, wait. They're all on a group call right now. They're like,
We're taking a caller. No, so, okay. So aside from VCV and the Rich Girl Mindset, which are like my biz babies that I've birthed and have kept. That sounds funny. Because I've killed a few biz babies.
It happens, RP.
But that's the thing, like every time that I've gotten into some kind of business endeavor, I've gone full in. Like I give it a business name, I get a logo, like I go
give it
all
love.
Fucking
you give
out.
it love. That's fun. Yeah.
Precisely.
Rightfully so. There's nothing wrong with passion and putting into it. So
even if they die.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, it's a learning experience and it happens. And you don't gotta necessarily kill it. They
and
just die.
And it's all the journey. Yeah. It's all part of the journey.
Natural
though. It all leads you to where you gotta be. You know.
Facts.
So whatever. So I guess I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm the Boss Lady V. I am a boss, like, and not in the term of like how everybody thinks that is, right? That too, obviously, because to be a boss, you have to like lead, and not other people, but mostly yourself. Because
hold on, what do you mean by that? Like, why do you address that in like what everybody means?
Because I think that's when people say boss, right? You think of like the head boss, and then like everybody else, right? But I think now back to the inner boss question, is that everybody is a boss. Like no matter what position you're in a business, in a company, in a corporation, and whatever the hell, like you should always be tapping into your inner boss, because that's how you give. Like, you ever been to like a fucking Chick-fil-A or a McDonald's and the person there is like fucking like the best, you're just like mind blown by their like service, and you're just like, what, you should be doing something else. But no, they're like giving it their all right then and there.
So it's a mindset.
It's a mindset. Yeah. Precisely. And that's what, and I think that tapping into your inner boss just means that you know that boss is in there, and you just gotta like bring forth the inner boss.
Okay, so I want to ask you this, because we got half and half here.
Half and half?
Yeah, it's kind of like you know when you go to an ice cream parlor.
Yeah, like
and
they
you
asked
go,
me
I
if
want
I
half
wanted.
and half?
Yeah, they asked me if I wanted half chocolate, half. What is it?
Unfortunately, sometimes
Damn.
in a headphone's lifespan, since we're talking about things dying
Forgot
and
what she
being
said.
alive, sometimes in a headphone's lifespan, the audio
dies?
goes half and half. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's just the
So
cable.
you had a half and half moment?
Right now it's half and half. Right? Yeah.
Oh, for
I
you?
could only hear the right side. I feel like Beethoven because he's deaf from one ear.
Yeah, my ex-boyfriend was deaf from his left ear.
I am saying my headphones are out. Are those working? Yeah, only one side's out though. It was good. I just don't know what happened.
I just don't know what happened.
That's okay. We'll be right back.
BRB. AWB. And we're back.
Yeah.
In case you didn't know what that stands for.
New thing. We just invented it up, by the way.
2024.
Yeah. So if there's a lot of boss ladies out there, or future boss ladies, or potential boss ladies, or just workers too, because you don't necessarily got to be
intrapreneurs.
Entrepreneurs, solopreneurs.
No, intra.
For those that identify as dame, vapreneurs. Anybody out there that's like, oh,
No, for real, there are entrepreneurs. You've ever been to like a corporation of some sort and like, okay, let's say the CEO or not even like the supervisor or they have like this entrepreneurial spirit, but they would never have, I wouldn't say like the gumption or like the balls or whatever to like be an entrepreneur, but they just don't want to be an entrepreneur. Like a lot of pressure
it's
goes
not
into
for everybody.
Like, exactly.
That's the thing.
But you have
there's
the
a
energy.
brainwashing going on right now where everybody, be a boss, go waste all this money into a business, do all this.
Right.
Listen, you can make potentially maybe more money just being a worker at a company, and if that's not for you, that's not for you. This is a passion thing, and a lot of people are now. I feel like it's. A lot of people are just thrown into it because they just want to follow it. And low key, I feel like people maybe think it's easier. Oh, I can make my own schedule. I don't got to be nobody's on my... No,
Easier.
it's harder. There's no 9 to 5. It's a 24-hour job. You go from 9 to 5 to 24 hours.
Yeah.
But the point is, you could...
No, but also it's the self-discipline that comes with it.
It's safety. It's reassurance.
Listen, the grass seems always greener on the other side, but then you get there and you realize this shit's just grass too.
The grass is greener where you water it.
Yeah,
the grass is definitely greener where you water it. So, I did want to ask, for a lot of the people out there that are listening and don't know their passion, don't know their hustle, maybe they want to be bosses, or maybe they just want to be really great workers, the best worker of a boss's company, of a boss's empire. If they don't know their passion yet, and they're listening to this, and they feel like, oh, I'm just not passionate about anything, I'm just going to continue working my mundane position out there, what would you say to them? Because I feel like everybody out there has something they're passionate about, and something they could tap into, and something that they could just, use as an outlet for their life. Maybe not monetize it, but as long as it gets you through life, you don't have to monetize everything.
This is true.
Maybe you could keep your job, but this just is something you do when times are bad and times are just tough, and you just want to escape, and you're like, yo, I want to do something that I like. How do I pass time?
Just want to do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'd like to hear what advice, if any, if you had something, or just maybe anything.
Okay, so
for somebody out there that doesn't know what they do.
That's a deep question, right?
So we do here.
Because you're right. It's like you say that word passion, and it's like, how do you even know what you're passionate about? You don't.
What excites you?
You just do the things that fire you up, right? That light you up inside. And I think that's how you find the answer of what you're passionate about, by trying the different things. Bro, I've done so many things in my life, but the one constant thing that is always like what I'm always passionate about is the people. It's like people, and like the interaction with people, and like changing somebody's life in some way, or just having a conversation.
The social aspect, interacting with people?
I'm just fascinated by people.
So without interacting with them?
Yeah.
Studying
even
them?
Even without interacting with them.
I've
always been an observer growing up, so I've just always watched people be.
I think I've referenced this before in a past episode. I'm going to put it here when I figure out which one it is. But Nas, the famous rapper, shout out Nas if you're listening, and we know
Nasir.
you are. Nasir, if you're listening, and we know you are.
Shout out to you, man.
Nasir. He has a famous commercial for, I think it's
okay, I'm sorry.
Be What I Want to Be. It's okay. You don't got to apologize. This is your world. We're just living in it. So Nasir has a famous commercial, or maybe not that famous, but it's a commercial I grew up on, and came out like when I was young. But he's I think it's for T-Mobile, or maybe a Boost Mobile or something like that. And it's a bunch of people in a subway, and it's him narrating it, and he sees and he goes, "When I see people, and I see their faces, I hear stories." And that's how I always felt about life. And when he said that, I was like, oh, that's a great way to put it.
Damn, I never saw that commercial.
Yeah, maybe that's why I said I took back when I said famous. Maybe not that famous, but I saw that and he goes, I see people out here stories and whatever else he says, and then Boost Mobile out now, whatever it is. But that's very powerful, and I see that all the time. I'm an artist, so I'm always looking for stories to tell my own. But for a while, I was like, I can just tell my own stories, you know, like I was caught in that trap and I almost got writer's block for like one of the few times in my life that happened to me. And I was like, wait a second, it's not about me. Like I could tell another story. And that's even nowadays I look at that like the more challenging stuff. That's fun. I'm working on a project right now, a rock project, where it's all about, you know, putting myself in other people's shoes.
Hell yeah, I'm fucking queen at doing that.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to ask you this question, because you're such a boss. I feel like you've known your path for a long time.
No, nah.
You've believed in yourself to figure out your path.
Everything, it's a road, you know. And I say yes to things that I would probably say no to, and that leads me to another road, and then that road leads to another road, and then I just keep riding the ride. But nah, so look, you want to know how I got here? I graduated high school, and right after high school, I went into college.
What's the high school? UM is the college. What's the high school?
No, I actually went to Miami-Dade first for 1 year.
Sharks.
And then, are they Sharks? I don't even know.
Yeah,
I don't even think they had a mascot back then.
Now they are. Yeah, I didn't go to college.
I don't think they had a mascot back then, but all right, Sharks.
Yeah. If they don't do that, everybody from Miami is gonna be what a nerd. Listen, it's cool. If y'all don't do that, y'all tighten up and do it.
Hilarious. All right, so check it. How the roads and the roads.
So what's the high school though?
Oh, I went to Varela.
Varela, wow, Felix Varela. That's cool.
What was that mascot? I forgot. Damn.
Yeah. Well,
a viper.
Oh, take out the guy. Put the viper.
Okay, so after high school, immediately went to Miami-Dade. Like literally summer. I didn't even take the summer off because I know myself. That's the thing. This is what I'm talking about. Self-awareness plays a long.
Wow, at a young age, you knew.
You have to know yourself. Like I've known myself for a while. But so I knew myself because I was like, if I take the summer off,
I'm never going back.
I'm gonna take another semester off, and then whatever. Like it's just gonna take more time. For me, time you can never get time back. You know what I mean? So if I can just get there quicker, then okay, great. So I went to school in summer. So during that summer, I think it was that summer, I had to take some like what are they called, electives or whatever the fuck. And so I enrolled into film photography. So I started taking film photography, fell in love with that art because it was literally an art. Like I had to like develop my own film, develop my own photos. Like it was very cool. From there, one of my film photography professors tells me that I have a natural eye. So I'm like, thank you. Okay. I'm going to take that and run.
Say no more. Streaming now.
So then I'm going into UM and I'm looking, you know, what do I want to study? Like, what are the options? And then I realize, or whatever, my mom tells me that there's this program for visual communications. And what?
No, you're good. That's not for you. That's not for you.
I was like, what's happening? I was like, wait, I still hear myself.
Yeah, you're good.
So whatever. So my mom tells me that there's this program at UM. It's visual communications, and I'm like, what's that? So then she starts to explain it to me. It's photography, videography, graphic design. These were like all the courses that you would have to take, right? Graphic design, web design, or web development, all this fucking shit.
A real tech savvy.
So I'm like,
rundown.
Wow. I can study this? Like, this is all fun. Like, that doesn't even sound like school.
You found interest in it.
You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Sign me up. So then I go to UM. I do that. Then there, while I'm at UM, they tell me it's a second major because I'm already there. And they're like, while you're here, you can get a double major, which is not even a minor. It's a whole ass other fucking diploma in art. And I'm like, in art? Awesome.
Guys, quick break from the Aircast. Let me tell you about TNA Studios. Me personally, I was a content creator who had no clue where to start, no clue what to do, no clue what to create or how to get going. 2 years into this path with podcasting, content creation, and I can tell you there's a lot you can experiment with and a lot of different paths you can take, but there's a lot of time you can waste. Come on through to TNA Studios. We'll be able to get you going and get you on the path of your content creation journey. We are the home of the one and only Montana Method podcast. We have also helped content creation powerhouses such as the Mostly Peaceful Latinas owning the political podcast space. And we are also the secondary home to none other than Going Public with Ross Mandel. Go ahead and click on the link below, guys. Connect with us online. Come through, say that you came from Official Air and the Aircast. We'll be able to take care of you and give you special promotions, special pricing only given to the Official Air, the Aircast listeners. Thank you for tuning in, guys. TNA Studios, check us out. Click on the link below. Back to the Aircast.
Yeah. So how do you get to know someone really as a person, do you think?
Asking questions. Now, that's the journalist in me probably saying that, but I feel like, yeah, that's how you just ask all the questions.
But anybody could give you an answer, and it's just an answer.
You think?
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's, I guess, the cynic in me, and, like, you know, but it's true. Like, people just give a real, sometimes vanilla answers.
But
like,
you can dig deeper.
You could, but
Yeah.
sometimes people don't want to let you dig deeper, and sometimes people.
So
are
then
just
I don't
like,
want to
"Nah."
get to know that person.
I understand that, but that's why my question feels like I feel like the answer might rely or live outside of conversation, because you get to know somebody deeper than
Spending more time
yeah. Like
with them,
spending more time. But what type of time? Because I know, like, for an example, people work. Sometimes people do business. Sometimes people just, you know, work. Like, for an example, somebody that works a job for a long time. You could work a job for multiple years, but you don't know a person you work with.
That's
you
true.
Just work somebody.
Well, exactly. So
and
I
that
think
guy's a complete maniac when he gets out of work. He's a psychopath.
right?
He's a serial killer.
Which is, I think, where if you start to spend more time with people, then you get to kind of start to show more of your, like, authenticity and, like, who you are, and just naturally.
Yeah.
And it might not happen the first time you hang out. It might be like the third time or the fourth time. But the more you hang out, the more people kind of, like, you know, they open up a little bit more, and it just starts to come out naturally because they start to feel more comfortable.
Right.
It's a comfort level thing.
Finding ways to make people comfortable.
There we go.
That's cool. Okay. And so.
Hey, more people.
Hey, yeah, that's what we do here in the Aircast. We make people comfortable. It's a family. So shout out Dad. Shout out football. I want to ask about that.
Shout out Dad. Shout out football. Word.
Yeah. So do you like football?
I played flag football.
No way. That's crazy.
I got pictures. I'll send them to you.
We're gonna put them right here. You're gonna have to send them.
I
now.
will.
Yeah. I guess they're still right
I
here.
have to send them now.
Yeah.
Yeah, in college, it wasn't like for college, but it was during my college times, and it was one of those, like, leagues. You pay, like, I don't know, you get, like, a group of friends that want to do it, enough people, and then it was my dad, my uncles.
Your dad was a part of this too?
Yeah, he was like the head
Wow,
honcho.
that's crazy. Okay, so I want to talk about Dad and a little bit how you got introduced to football. Like, how old are you when you first saw a football game? Because football is an incredibly complicated sport.
So
it's hard to explain it
6.
to people. Oh my!
But that's because
God,
I was
so
a cheerleader
cool.
for Tamiami Park, and I was cheering on the football players.
Wow, that's awesome.
So yeah, and I can appreciate the fucking. It's an art. Everything's an art. A sport is an art. Todo is an art. So it's like, even at a little age, I could see, like, you know.
Did Dad have a team?
Dad, well, no, well, yeah, I guess.
Dolphins?
I guess.
Because listen, I'm born in Miami. I'm not a Dolphins fan.
No, yeah, well, he was.
The Steelers made me fall in love with football. Like,
my mom was a Steelers fan back in the day.
And gambling. Yeah.
In high school, I was a Giants fan. What can we say?
What happened in high school? What about New York and the Giants? Listen, Eli Manning's better than Peyton Manning. Another podcast, another conversation.
Another time.
Yeah, you might not understand how controversial that topic is. Everybody watching this right now is going to be like, no way. This guy, I'm comments right now lighting me up. Great conversation to have, coming soon. Anyways, what in the world made you a Giants fan? Because Dolphins are cool, Dolphins are successful. There's a lot of other teams too. Like I'm a Steelers fan because I personally watched it. The first bet I ever made in my life, like on live sports, was the Steelers in the Super Bowl. And they were down.
They were good.
I bet when they were winning, I was a front runner. And my like an uncle figure to me at the time, like a family friend that was like an uncle to me. He let me make the bet. Like, and it was right after the Super Bowl's in February. My birthday's in November. Christmas is December.
Right,
so I had like some money saved up from not buying gifts and stuff. And I was like, I got this. I'm gonna make a bet, and if I win his $80, so listen to what happens.
Okay.
So they're winning. They make a win. They make the Steelers come out. I think at the beginning, or they just make some good plays. Maybe
what
they're
year
not
was
scoring. This is early 2000, late 2000s actually.
Okay.
So like we're thinking like 2009, 8, 7 around there. Maybe 8, 7 I believe so. Cardinals Steelers Super Bowl, and they're losing. And then they make a cool. They go on a run. They make a bunch of great plays, and it's one of the most entertaining Super Bowls of all time. And then we talk about gambling, and I have money. Like I'm a kid. This is the first time I have autonomy in my life, and I'm like, yeah, hold on, wait, money? I got money. What do you want to do with money? And he's like, you got money? And this guy breaks it down to me. He's like, I have $80 that says the other team's gonna come back and win, and I'm like, $80 in my mind. I'm like, I got $120 for Christmas and my birthday. You don't know where $80 is. What's up? And I go, I got this. I'm taking those teams, black and yellow. I love those guys. Look cool. They had a cool ass jerseys. They were in white, but it had black streaks, and like it was so cool to me. And they were playing good. They were making cool plays on defense and offense, and I fell in love. And then I was like, let's do it. And then they started losing. And then they came back.
Right? I think they won that year, right?
Santonio Holmes makes a tiptoe catch. So you know how there's an out of bounds in football? He goes right on the end zone with his tiptoes.
Yeah. I kind of
he makes it a
vaguely
thing
remember this game.
Yeah,
my family was always throwing parties because it was always February, but it was also my sister's birthday, so we would like make it a thing.
Awesome.
But I literally vividly remember pictures of me wearing yellow and black for that game.
So Dad's not a Giants fan?
No, it wasn't Dad who was a Giants fan. It was my boyfriend at the time who was a Giants fan.
Okay, cool. So
and it was like a long 8-year relationship. So I just naturally
you're invested, and that's
and then I started watching. I was like, damn, they are pretty fucking good.
That's a good sign of you though, as a person though, because you see something somebody's passionate about that you care about, and you're like, I want to take interest into something they're interested in.
Absolutely. If I love you, I'm in there.
That's beautiful. That's really cool.
Thanks.
So Dad's Dolphins, you think?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
I don't know if he still is. I gotta ask him.
It's tough with Tua as a quarterback. Let me
but
tell
I think
you.
he is. I think he's like one of the loyal. It's Miami all the way, baby.
Okay, and you did mention on the Fuego Talk podcast, your parents are young.
They are.
Yeah. So what's it like having
14 and 15?
14 and 15. That's
14 years apart from my mom.
Yeah.
15 years.
There's people that are brothers and sisters that are more spread apart.
Precisely.
You understand?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Well, I've come to understand as I've lived.
You've lived, yeah. So I wanted to ask about that and talk about that a little bit.
Because to me, it was like totally not normal. Because I knew it wasn't normal having young parents, especially because I can see like my mom, especially my mom, because she would be the one to like take me to certain places and whatever. So I could see like the difficulty that she had being a young mom amongst like older moms or whatever. And the challenges that she had to like.
14's dad?
14 mom, 15 dad. Actually, I was born the day after my dad's birthday. So he might have just turned 16.
Okay, yeah. So right there.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I wanted to talk about that because yes, tough on them, but at the end of the day, life is a very gray area, and there's good and bad. That's why I say gray, because there's no such thing as villains and heroes in real life.
This is true.
Everything's
so
gray.
It's the middle.
People that do wrong think they're doing right, unfortunately. Exactly. So the good thing about having young parents, as tough as it might have been for them, there's a lot of good about it, and I feel like you must have got so much, like I benefit from that. My dad's young, but imagine he was younger. He's wilding. He already tells people he's my brother, so I can imagine. I did want to just ask you real quick about that, if you could touch on, what having young parents has done for you, and now in retrospect, what you could look back on and how you maybe have benefited. Your mom taking you to events and things like that. That must be cool.
Having young parents was awesome. Like, word, straight up. I think it's, like, I know no different, right? Like, I don't even know what it is to have older parents. But I have grandparents, so I can kind of see, because some of my friends' parents are my grandparents' age, because that's how young my parents had me.
Wow.
So when I hear certain like stories of like, and that's the thing, because my parents grew up with that level of strictness from their older my grandparents, which are some people's parents. I see how we have like a different level of like communication, understanding. Like we're just more on like, we see each other, you know? It's not like...
It's easier
like,
to relate.
Yes.
It's easier to relate. It's much easier to relate.
Yes, they are my parents. Like, they always made it very known. Like, don't cross the line, you know? Like, I am your parent. But you can see how it's more of like, yeah, like, we're here. We're on the same... I see you, you see me, you know?
What about the energy level? I mean, they being younger, they have more energy, and you're an energetic young person.
This is true.
Older parents don't have that energy.
This is true. Yeah.
For the young person.
Yeah. That's a good point, because I feel like I did get to enjoy, or I still do get to enjoy my parents in a different way. So for instance, like even like growing up in elementary school, like my mom would pick me up from school every Wednesday just to go to the beach. And I was like very popular on the beach. Like I was like the little popular girl or whatever that everybody's like, oh my God, Vanessa.
That is
like,
so cool.
You know, so like little shit like that till this day, where it's like, you know, you get to actually have certain conversations. Now that I'm older and stuff, like you get to have certain conversations with them where it's like we're still on that same playing field, you know, like respectfully.
That's cool.
Because you can't cross certain boundaries.
That does
still
come
your
with
parents.
it. That comes with it. But of course, at the end of the day, I think it's healthier.
Exactly.
It's healthier,
and like growing up, I was able to talk to them more. Like you really use them for their knowledge and whatever they have to give to me. Like it was a very open book.
It's easier. Because a lot of people with older
Right.
parents might be listening and they feel like they might have that too. But at the end of the day, you're lucky, because it's harder when the age gap is bigger, because it's harder to just relate. At the end of the day,
you're
that's
in
how life is.
different pieces of the different
And
pages.
Speaking of different pages, and just want to touch back on cheerleading, spotter or flyer?
All of the bottom stuff.
Okay, spotter shit. Okay, cool.
That's
Yeah, I get
base, back
Base,
spot.
right, cool. Spotter, flyer, yeah, base. That's the other. I should have used base and flyer. That's how I should have asked the question.
Yeah.
Not
Nah, I couldn't be a flyer. My butt was too big. My thighs were too big.
Hey.
I was too short.
Picture of her butt right here. I'm kidding. Unless you're cool with it. Anyways.
I don't think there's any pictures of my butt anywhere.
Well, we'll find them. Anyways, so what are one of your earliest competitive memories? Because 6 years old's mad early to get into like watching football and just being part of sports.
But I wasn't
being part
competitive
of sports.
cheerleading.
Yeah, exactly.
I started at 8, so imagínate tú.
8. So
And at 8 and 9 and 10, we were already winning fucking
against
championships.
other teams.
Yeah,
But
competitively.
when I say competitive memory, I think more like before you're in a team, you're just looking at other people.
Even that.
You're like, I gotta beat you in this.
You know.
What's something you think about?
Okay.
Random stuff. Doesn't have to even be sports.
So,
tell me like a board game, like cosa, like something.
No,
that
you're right. Like there was whenever I would, because I grew up playing Nintendo and shit.
Oh, actual video games?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
And I guess I didn't really know that it was me being competitive at the time, but I had the competitive spirit because I would always want
Didn't want to lose.
Yeah, no.
Wanted to win more than you.
And I would win more than I would lose. And when I would lose, back then, I would say I wasn't a sore loser, but I was kind of like, damn, like I don't like losing.
That's awesome.
Now that I'm older, I can appreciate losing, you know, because there's the good and bad.
There's no such thing as losing. It's just a lesson.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's
Well,
what we learned. But we lost. It's okay.
Yeah, in retrospect, you did lose, but yeah, don't look at it as a loss. Look at it as a lesson.
We don't look at it as that L.
Look at it as like a lesson, though. Like I lost
We
because of
learning.
this, and if I did this better, I wouldn't have lost, and I'm gonna get him next time.
Exactly. I will get you next time.
Exactly. I'll be back.
It's hilarious.
Yeah. So speaking of college, so Dade and then your stint in UM too. Did you have to do like a college thesis? Like, what's the hardest? Like, what's the end of college?
So cool. That's what I'm saying. Is like the universe looked out for me, not because of anything. I actually love writing, But my thesis for visual communications was to put a fucking documentary together.
And you loved it.
I fucking, that was like.
What'd you make the documentary about? What'd you make
That's
the
what we gotta
documentary? What'd you make the documentary about?
So our professor, we were a small group. This visual communications class, literally, there was only 8 of us.
That's crazy. That's really good. I think that's awesome. You get hands-on time with the teacher.
You do.
Hands-on time with
I still text my professor, and I can go have lunch with him tomorrow.
I want to go to school.
If
This
I want
podcast
to.
is making me want to go to school.
I swear, it's cool. It's fucking dope. I fucking hated school when I was in school.
I love
So
school.
listen, y'all who are there now, just fucking embrace it, okay? Be in it, do it, love it, hate it, embrace all of it. It is what it is.
It's better for you.
But it'll be great later. And
great
trust
for
me,
you.
when you get here, you're like, I was there. Like, time fucking flies. So the professor, since we were only 8 of us, he like partnered people up and shit. So he had actually partnered me up with, it was so cool how he partnered people up too, because it was like complete opposite people. Like he always called me like, oh, because you're just so chill and
great teacher.
And
great teacher.
Whatever,
That's
and
so
this
smart.
And chilling and this and whatever. He's like, you gotta stop being so chill. And I'm like, whatever. I don't know how to be anything else. So then he put me with like the super
focused.
Not even focused. She was like very, what's the word?
Introvert.
No, because yes, she was more quiet but because we were 8, everybody, like we all kind of knew each other.
So that's what he did though. He wants an extrovert with an introvert.
But she was also very like OCD-ish.
Focused.
And exactly.
Attention to detail.
But too much, like pobrecita, so he partnered us up both together.
For you and her.
Exactly.
For you.
For the benefit of both of
her.
us.
Exactly.
For us to
What
both
a
get
great teacher.
what we need.
Do you remember the
because
teacher's
there would
name?
literally be times where she'd be freaking out for like no reason at all.
Do you remember the teacher's name?
Yeah, of course. Jim Virga, bro. That's my
and
dude.
what school?
UM.
Okay.
University of Miami.
Right here.
Jim Virga. I think he's still there. It's just visual communications don't exist anymore.
I hope he's okay with getting shouted out.
He'll be okay with it. So whatever, he partnered us up both up. We did great. What we did our documentary on was we went to the Miami Lighthouse, which is an organization that does things for the blind, and they like do like art and music and all these kind of things. These blind people are fucking amazing with what they can do.
Daredevil.
And this is what I'm telling you.
The superhero.
The
Daredevil.
mindset. You see
He's
what I'm saying? Like it's all what you put your mind to. Like you can be diagnosed with blindness or whatever, because some of these people were not blind their whole lives. Some of them, like
it happens
from
with an
one day
accident.
to the next.
Daredevil.
Yeah, exactly. So, but then you see like the things that they make because they are telling themselves that they can or that they want to or whatever the hell, and then this place is giving you the means and to be able to do it. So yeah, we did our documentary on that. It was a beautiful documentary.
Wow.
And so that was my thesis. And from that documentary, I met my first roommate who saw that documentary, wanted to live with a videographer.
First roommate, like outside of family, outside of living with your family?
Like I moved out at 23 to live with this stranger lady because she wanted to.
Older than you, that's why you say lady?
She was, so at the time, well, not at the time, I still know her. Shout out to Tabitha. We're only 6 years apart, but
still
at
older,
23,
but you look at her like a lady, because
at 23 she was what, 29?
I just feel like if she's your age or younger than you, you'd be like my friend.
Right.
The way you position this stranger lady, I immediately think like the Hocus Pocus witches.
No, tampoco.
Like that's one of your roommates. Like, hey girl, what's up?
Yeah. At the end of the day, she was a stranger lady.
Hey, the Hocus Pocus witches are super cool. They're super nice. Like, so that'd be
she might
cool
have been
roommates.
like Sarah Jessica Parker, like that.
Sex in the
like
City.
Yeah, she's one of the Sanderson sisters.
And Hocus Pocus?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Great post effects and shit like that. I forgot. Yeah, but you forget
She's
because
the
she
younger
doesn't look
one.
like that.
She does.
Maybe. Sarah Jessica Parker, if you're listening, and I know you are, my bad. Come through. You know what you're doing. It's great acting. You did a great
good.
job.
You did good.
We got to do a movie together.
There we go.
Chico in the City.
Damn, he's got it planned out.
It just came right now.
Okay.
That was a plan.
I like it.
If it was planned to be a little bit
I'll watch
better.
it. I would watch it
But
because I'm
when
from
we
Miami.
plan it, it'll be both. It'll be city and Miami and New York. She'll be your friend. She'll be like the Miami girl that tells you, listen, he's a great guy. I did his podcast. Hopefully.
You like younger men? She's an older
She
lady
loves
now.
You've heard of Mr. Big? I'm Chico Big.
You're hilarious, dude.
Yeah, I gotta watch that show. So I did
show.
want to ask. I got some more stuff here.
Okay.
Following people
Hit
on
me with your best shot.
Yeah. Hit me with your best shot.
You know the song. Okay.
I love rock. Yeah.
Shout out to the music.
Who sings that song?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Well, right here. Who? I'm not sure.
I can't even say that.
Yeah. So following people on social media and following people back and people in real life. I don't want to ask you about that because you kind of touched on that before.
Oh, okay.
No, but like you have like you kind of went off on this a little bit on Fuego Talk, and you were, and I get it because sometimes it's like people get pesado about it. Oh, follow me back and this and that. So I just kind of want to touch on that. And it's like, how annoying is that?
I mean, really, like what is that for? Like, what am I following you for? That's my point, right? Like,
if they don't use social media,
and that's the thing about
don't post
social
nothing.
media. Like, sometimes I'm like, are you following me because you want to follow me, or are you following me because you want a follow back? And that's not what social media is for. Like, I'm not here to like play the follow game. Like, number one, I've noticed that I'm not really a consumer of content or anything.
What
really.
does that mean?
Like, you
don't watch.
I'm just so like.
What do you do on? Like, what's on your app? Obviate eso. Pull out your Instagram and I go to the Explore page. Show me what pulls up.
Show me the money.
Because I have this conversation with people all the time and they're like, bro, I don't know. And
now
then I'm like,
here's the thing. Here's the thing.
the
Here's the
algorithm
thing.
tells
Here's
you
the
who
thing.
you are. You feel
The
me?
algorithm. Now here's the thing. The algorithm. I've come to realize recently that the algorithm changes based on not just what you're consuming, but also what people are sending you. So I have friends.
Because you're consuming what people send you.
Precisely, but
Yes.
not because I want to, because they're sending it to me.
So, but it engages you because a lot of people.
No.
Look, I have a lot of people
No,
that
no,
send me retarded
literally,
shit.
I
don't
call,
even open it.
I can literally call my besties group right now, and they'll be like, "This bitch never sees any of my videos." And whenever she does respond to one of them, they're like, "I feel special." Like, and it's like the last one. They'll literally send fucking videos all day long. I'm not gonna fucking look. I'm not. First of all, when I do log on, I'm not gonna go scroll all the way up to go fucking look at the first video that you sent earlier in the day to go consume all of them. I might look at the recent
But even
one.
still, just opening. Have you seen the documentary, The Social Dilemma?
Yeah, I have.
Exactly.
Great documentary.
So you're
Watch
informed
it.
and you understand that the algorithm is just a system. It's just a tool that's just clocking us on what we spend
Okay,
our
but here's
time
the
on.
thing. Exactly, you
and
just
here's
said
the
it.
thing,
What you spend your time on.
Right.
Knowing,
Yeah.
here comes the play into subconscious and conscious.
But here's the thing. You subconsciously spend your time on shit you disagree with. You subconsciously spend your time on things like, bro, people really feel this way?
No.
People are really talking. People really like this? Is this what people are? And you're like, no way.
But
no way. Is this really what happened?
But here's
and you
the thing.
disagree with it.
The difference
But
is that
you're
I'm
engaging in it.
consciously making the decision not to consume the content. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, you can control your
I'm not a
algorithm.
consumer. No, I'm not a consumer of content. My mom tells me all the time, like, you must live under a rock because I never know what the fuck is going on.
But you're talking about mainstream
I
stuff.
swear to God.
You have things you like. Like, you didn't pull up your Explorer yet.
There's like spirit.
But here's my
no.
point. My Explorer for a long time was like toxic shit. Like when the politics in like 2020 was happening in the COVID and pandemic. Like
It's
I
not
was.
loading. That's why.
It's okay. We'll put it here. We'll put a screenshot here after the podcast that we'll figure out because I do need to figure
For sure,
it out.
the Explorer. I'll show you
But my
Explorer
point
page.
is, the Explorer shows you because like now
Who
I
you
control
are.
it. So every time I'm on IG, honestly, every time my Explorer, I pull it
Now,
out.
here's the thing.
It's all like comic book shit and like sports shit and stupid things like that. Like
So-
it's stupid to other people. To me, it's super interesting and I love it. And I'll spend my time like, no way, raw, and I'll just keep engaging more clips. That's
Okay,
why it's
are
on
you
my
somebody?
algorithm.
Are you somebody that likes to watch television?
I love.
What are they called? Series and stuff.
Love good scripted series.
There
I
you
just
go.
saw Baby Reindeer. Sheesh.
Okay, see,
Fire.
I'm not that person.
You've never seen no TV show in your life you like? You didn't like
I've
Sex in the
seen
City?
TV shows, but I've never been like I don't need to. I don't. You know how some people are like, oh, I gotta go watch it at 7:00.
No, but that's different. That's
I
being
fucking
programmed.
hate series.
Series. Yeah, that's okay.
I fucking hate that shit. If I'm gonna watch something, just give me the movie in an hour or two, and that's it. Like, I want to spend no more time on it. And this goes back to my conversation about time. Like, I just think for me, and this is for me, that time is too valuable. So I just don't spend my time consuming content, or like when somebody's like, oh, you gotta watch this series. I watched Baby Reindeer or whatever.
You saw the whole thing?
I don't even know if I saw the whole thing.
Oh, that's...
Did I see the whole thing? Maybe I did. Is there 7 episodes?
To me, it's like when...
Because if the series is like one of those where it's like a long-winded movie.
The girl gets cased up at the end. You saw how you saw him at the end. He's in a bar. Spoiler alert.
Can you remind me a little bit about what it is about?
It's a guy. He's a bartender. He serves a girl that's like going through it, a chubby girl that's going through it, and she becomes a stalker.
She becomes obsessed and shit.
But at the end he goes through his own shit, and the way they write the show, it shows you what he goes through
and
before.
It's like the real guy, right? That's why I watched it.
No, he's the real guy.
That's why I watched it.
That made me. I watched it. I realized that after the fact I was watching it.
Somebody told me that, and that's why I watched it. They told me that the guy that's acting in it is the guy that produced it and lived the story.
Super gangster.
Okay, so that because it's like more real, I'll watch it.
But all art is based on reality. Even when it's fiction, it's based. Even superheroes. X-Men is an analogy for racism and rights. It's a bunch of mutants with superpowers, then the government's like, no, hey, those people ain't humans. Those people are whack. Lock those people up. And then Professor X is like, hold up, we're gonna make a whole school. We're gonna make you guys badass. Chill out. And Magneto's on the opposite side. Magneto's like, nah, fuck the feds. We're gonna kill everybody. You feel me? And they're best friends. You feel me? But Magneto is a son from the Nazis. Like he's from the Holocaust. So he hates all that shit. And he hates the system and the feds. And Professor X is
with
bald.
Good reason.
And he's on a wheelchair. And he's like, chill out. We're not
Everybody
doing this.
Calm down.
Yeah.
Her last post of social media is 2022.
No, that's a pinned post.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Oh, that's you?
If you see it,
that's a story?
It's
that's
pinned.
a highlight?
It's pinned.
We're going to put the picture right here.
She's not active like that, like she said.
No, I actually am.
She's everywhere. What do you mean? Rich Girl Mindset right here. Instagram.
I am.
Right here.
Look,
She's got multiple accounts.
Here, yeah.
Hey, look, I see Pink Panther, which is really cool, and just like people talking and like funny shit.
Life tip: stop expecting. It's good shit.
Life tip: stop expecting. That's gangster. Except if you're pregnant, that's bad. Or if you want to get pregnant, that's terrible.
Good one.
If you're listening and you want to get pregnant,
keep expecting.
Keep expecting. Keep hope.
Actually,
that was cool though.
Actually. Not that I ever want to have kids, but I have friends who have wanted kids, and when they want it too badly, it doesn't happen. So there are the stop expecting and not expecting. Actually, it's a little bit of a fine line.
Well, that's a mental thing. That's you
life.
Putting pressure on yourself, and you probably
your body.
can't. Your body's not fertile. Man and women.
Or you are fertile, but you're just putting too much pressure on it.
And it makes you unfertile in that moment.
There's so many babies who have just come from just having a good time. You know, you're not thinking about having the kid. Like, you just gotta fucking have a good time.
You don't want to have children, and I'm sorry.
I don't.
Is it okay we talk about that?
Absolutely.
Thank you for being okay, because I feel like that's personal, and I don't understand if you didn't want to.
It's okay.
So
it's life.
I was just prepping myself mentally. Like, what if she feels this is a bad question?
No.
So thank you for being okay and letting me ask. What's going on with that? And do you think you'd be open to changing that decision?
So I've never wanted kids.
Ever.
Never. I've never been like the little girl who was like thinking about like, oh my god, I can't wait till I get married and like have kids. Hell no.
You don't need to be married to have kids.
And then when I realized where kids came from, I was even more like, sign me out.
Where'd you think they came from before?
I didn't fucking know. I was a little child.
They just got
I literally haven't wanted kids since I was like 7 years old. Literally since I like figured it out. Like,
you figured out sex makes kids at 7?
I think.
That's pretty early. That's cool. I didn't understand what sex was. I think a little bit after. I thought Santa Claus
maybe
was
like
real
8
for
or
like
9.
9 or 10. So I'm wild.
Me too, though.
I also thought I was gonna be a Power Ranger.
But that was our parents, okay?
Yeah.
You're right. My mom fucking told me when I was like 6, and because my sister was born, and I had to help like fucking gift wrap.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm like, so you're gonna tell me Santa Claus is not real, and now you want me to help?
Is that how she told you?
Like, you want me to be Santa with you?
In the same conversation, she's like, "Listen, 2 things. One,
Santa ain't real, and also you're gonna be Santa with me tonight."
There's good news and there's bad news. The good news, there's a bunch of gifts. The bad news is Santa's not real. We're gonna have to wrap
And
these
we're
up.
wrapping these up tonight. Okay.
So, ven aquí.
Get your hands.
Sit
Get
your
the
ass
tape.
down.
Get the scissors.
We'll get some pizza after.
The good thing is that I learned how to rap a good. I know how to rap.
That's so cool. I don't know how to wrap gifts for shit.
So good.
I'll get you
like,
a plastic bag
you get
for
like,
an entire
like,
house.
Fuck Macy's. Like, I got you.
If I ever buy somebody a house, I'm gonna put it in a gift bag. I don't know how to wrap that shit up.
You know when somebody doesn't know how to rap because they gave you some easy ass shit in a gift bag. You're like,
it's me. I'm the somebody.
it's all right.
Wow, look, we have Genie like from Aladdin.
Damn,
pouring
Genie
a
from
bottle.
Aladdin. Thanks, man.
Jesus Christ.
That's service right there.
That is definitely
Thanks,
service.
y'all. Shout out to the, what is this house called?
This is the Home Team channel.
Home Team Channel.
Well, that's on YouTube, but yeah, it's the Home Team channel headquarters.
Headquarters.
That's what we do out here.
HQ.
THC Studios for.
Shout out to y'all.
Yeah, that's what we do out here. Shout outs.
Shout outs.
I want to talk about this because growing up, I realized recently, this thought really just crossed my mind recently, autonomy. And like when you're young, like you don't get to start making your own decisions for a while.
True story.
And like you've clearly had a lot of solopreneurship from young, you know, all these things you've gone through. Pero like whether it be like just being at a grocery store at the mall and your parents are doing their thing and they let you just rock out and just walk around and do your thing and look at the toys you like and shit like that. Like that is crazy. That's such a life changer. That's such a difference maker in life.
This
and
is
I
true.
just kind of wanted to talk about that. And what's like one of the earliest memories you had where you got your own autonomy, whether it's like picking your own meal or picking what you wanted to dress as. Like
I think early.
And
And
what
there's
was
literally
it?
a photo, and my mom has told me, you dressed yourself there. I'll
No
send you the
way,
picture.
for real?
And it's so cute. I'm like, I did that?
With
like,
the swag?
No, it
No
literally looks like
way.
me today.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a swaggy fit. That's
No, not
awesome.
today, but like today in like
But, like,
2024.
It's inspiring.
But yeah, no, she's like wearing like a little mermaid shirt. She's got like some little cute belt. Her nails are like all painted. She's got like these little shorts. They're like blue. It's like all like nothing's matching, but it's matching. I think I had like a little bow in my head. I don't actually remember doing that, but when I see the picture, I like see something, and so I asked my mom like, "Yo, who dressed me here?" Like, and she was like, "You did. You picked that whole outfit."
Okay, so every episode we do a big 3 draft where it's pretty much a game where you pick one thing that I can't pick, and then we keep going all the way till we get to 3, but it's all on one consistent topic. And I have a whole list of a bunch of these, but
Okay.
I like, ideally in a perfect world, I let the conversation dictate which big 3 we do, what the topic is.
Okay.
So we've talked about so much though, it's hard.
We
hard.
have talked about it a lot.
I like witches, but it's gonna. I don't know. I think I could name 3 witches if I had to, because we keep talking about witches. But we could also talk
I
about.
don't think I can.
Really?
You can name 3 witches?
I think so. I could do right now.
3 witches?
The ones from Hocus Pocus, but that's easy.
Bewitched, the Sanderson sisters.
Well, you could just get one of the Sanderson sisters, Bewitched.
Oh shit!
Or make
See,
them
I
one
don't
pick.
even know
Or all
their
3
names.
Sanderson sisters is one pick. Bewitched, and then a third,
What's that third
witch would be
witch?
like Snow White. Yeah, the Wicked Witch of the one from Snow White.
Damn, I
and
don't
then
even remember
from-
that bitch.
The one from Wizard of Oz.
Oh, the Wicked Witch.
That's
Oh.
already 4 and 5. But like
that one.
There's not a lot of juice in that
I
draft.
forgot about her.
There's not a lot of juice in that draft. Listen, there's not a lot of juice in that draft. But we could use this as inspiration for.
Spo.
We could use this as inspo, as a young philosopher.
I love
named,
abbreviating shit.
Me too. I'm big on that. ABW. Wait,
BRB.
yeah, those both. Yeah, you know what we're doing. You've been here for an hour already. You guys know.
V.
Listen, V THC H U. All letters here.
All that jazz.
All that jazz and hip hop and pop, whatever y'all like.
All that.
So I want to do this one. This is the big 3 draft.
I'm nervous.
Female villains, raw female villains, cool female villains. I'm talking.
Okay.
What's the
Maleficent?
Dalmatian? Maleficent, but I'm talking
the Dalmatian one.
Cruella de Vil.
Uh-huh.
I'm talking the Wicked Witch of the West. I'm talking
Ursula.
I'm talking all the gangsters. But there's so many raw villains.
We just
female
named
villains.
like 4 of them.
So the game is you pick one, I pick one, and we're gonna keep going to 3. But whatever I pick, you can't pick. Whatever you pick, I can't pick.
Oh fuck.
So it's kind of like a pickup game. Imagine we're at a park right now. We're gonna play pickup like
Right.
basketball. Or
Yeah.
fight to the death.
I gotcha.
Who are your three female
dying.
villains? 3 female villains of all time.
For sure, Ursula.
Number one.
For sure.
She's
That
just
bitch
a hater. She's just an
yeah, but
insecure
she's
girl.
like, I know, but that's a lot of them.
Yeah, that's kind of the worst villain
That's
of all
the
time.
world.
Yeah, that's the worst villain of all time, low-key.
Them, I've been dealing with them bitches since I was like in fucking 5th grade, bro. Like,
Pobrecita Ariel. Can I
fucking
ask
over
you
here
this?
bullying me because I got hair on my legs, then bullying me because I don't let people inside my body. Like, get the fuck out of here. Literally, girls are bullies, bro.
I want to ask you this.
The fuck going on here?
Is Little Mermaid not gangster like the actual story? Is it not like mad entertaining and cool?
Nah, it is.
So they came out with part 2. It was super low
Part
key.
2.
Exactly.
See, I live under the rock.
Super low key. Nobody knew about it, but I found out about part 2 of Little Mermaid at the same time I found out about Grease part 2. And I grew up on Grease.
Grease Part 2?
You don't know about that either?
I
Crazy.
live under the rock. Mom, don't be mad.
But these are 2 low-key sequels. They didn't get the justice they deserve.
Oh,
But
okay.
my point is, I found out about these both at the same time, and I made my parents bring me to Best Buy. Like, because they had a game with me. I didn't make them do nothing. But they had a
Take
game
me
with
here.
me. It wasn't a game, but it was an incentive. They incentivized me to do good in school. And they'd be like, yo, you get straight A's.
We
We
go to
got you.
Best
We'll
Buy.
get you a game, or we'll get you a little movie,
Yeah,
whatever you
that's
want.
what I'm saying.
I
Oh, you
got
see, you got paid for homework.
You feel me?
There we
Paid
go.
for homework. Rich Chico mindset.
We were talking about
You
that
feel me?
earlier.
My parents put me on.
There we go.
But I remember I was mad young and like I was like, dog, I haven't got a game in a minute. I don't even care about games. But that's crazy. Grease 2, Little Mermaid 2. What's going on
What's
here?
happening here?
You feel me? And I made them bring me to that. And I was thinking about that recently. And one of my friends was trying me and they were like, bro, Little
So
Mermaid
wait, what
2.
happened to Little Mermaid 2?
It's about her daughter. It's the same story, but it's her daughter going through it.
What?
And she's just giving her game. She's like, chill. I've been through here before. Relax.
This exists?
Yeah, it's raw. It's
On Disney? Where do I watch this?
I'm sure it's on Disney Plus now. Yeah, for sure. If they don't got it on
Shut
Disney Plus, they're
your
wild.
fucking mouth. I'm gonna go watch that tomorrow.
Yeah, but anyways, I just wanted to ask if is that not crazy?
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. I was looking to ask, is it crazy as a guy that I'm interested in Little Mermaid too? 'Cause my dog was trying
it's
me.
not that crazy. Nah.
Okay, my
no,
dog listening, if you know you are, tighten up, fool.
First of all,
It's
yeah.
Little Mermaid 2, dog. It's film history.
Your boy likes the Disney, okay? He's
Low
just-
key, he's already seen that shit. He got
Yeah,
a poster in his
exactly.
crib. I
Like,
told him,
let's
like,
be
Chico.
honest. Let's be honest. Those
Okay.
people that are giving you shit about it is because they already did it.
Ursula's a gangster first pick. That's how great of a pick it is. We can talk all this about Little Mermaid because of Ursula. My first pick, Skylar, which is, have you ever seen, oh, you don't know TV, so Breaking Bad, are you familiar with the show?
Oh, yeah.
You-
I'm
you
familiar
seen it?
with the show.
His wife
Did
is
I watch the whole thing? No.
Obviously not. Okay. Once you watch the whole thing, you realize why this is my first pick. His wife is the worst villain of all time.
Oh.
Definitely up
I'm
there.
trying to remember his wife.
Skylar, she's wild. You won't get it. If you just watch the first season, you'll think, why are you saying that? If you watch the second season, you
No,
still
I
might
think I
think
watched. How many seasons were there?
that. It's 5.
Okay, then I think I watched
5, they split it up
I
5
think I
and
watched
2.
2 seasons.
Yeah.
But that was like so fucking long ago, bro. Like, I was like living in Fort Lauderdale. That shit was like 2012 or
That show
2013.
inspired me to be a screenwriter and eventually an actor.
Screenwriting is hard.
I love it. It's so awesome.
It's so cool.
The
though.
way you feel, all these other things
see,
are hard.
when you're writing, because when you grow up a writer, screenwriting is so different. Like,
yeah.
you're a writer and you write, like, if you're writing a book. For screenwriting, you can only write in 2 senses: what you can see and what you can hear. Or wait, what you can see and what you can.
That's a good way to put it. That's a great way to put it.
I took a screenwriting
What you could
class.
see and what you could hear.
No,
I've
no.
never taken a class,
Bro,
but that's a great way to put
that
it.
fucking class, I fucking hated it and
Every
loved
piece
it.
of writing, every piece of words and font,
I
and
fucking
every
hated
text.
and loved that class because I thought I was like finally getting it, and he'd be like, "No, you're giving too many senses." Like, anybody who's watching TV, they can't. It's not the same as a book, is what he was trying
You
to
just
say.
inspired me for my second pick. For
What
right
about
now. I know-
acting? You ever acted?
We're in the big 3 right
I
now,
did.
but we could do this quick.
I did for nothing. It was like
You like acting though?
Nah, fuck that. I'm a terrible actor.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm a terrible liar. I'm a terrible. I just can't I can't act.
So acting, don't think of it as lying. Think of it as you're playing a game and you got to play the game, and the challenge is play
I'ma
the
show
game
you
as
guys-
the person you got to act as.
I'm gonna send you guys the little. I only acted once in college, and it was for my friend's her thesis.
It's a clip. I could play a whole clip.
It was like a 2-minute.
I could play a whole clip.
That shit was
Not the whole
fucking
clip.
hilarious.
We could play a clip of
That
you
shit's
acting.
fucking. And I had to act.
You could give me the clip, V.
You guys ever seen? Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna cut to it
You
right
guys
quick.
ever seen the movie The Graduate?
No.
Oh, yeah.
You've seen the
Great
movie?
yes,
Right.
Yes.
Classic movie.
Yes, classic.
So they had us reenact a scene from that movie,
Wow.
but in Miami form.
Oh, I can't wait to cut
Wow,
to this.
that's crazy. Which scene?
So it was like, Benjamin, like, I'm literally acting like the girl.
Yeah.
My friend's acting like the mom.
Wow.
And it's the scene where like he's jumping the window and he's like telling her that he had like
That
an
older
affair
woman that I
with
told you about?
some older lady. And she's like, what do you mean?
Now is where we cut to it. First, before we'll show like the actual movie, and now is when we're cut to it.
Hilarious. That shit. No.
That's gangster.
I literally watched that today and I'm like, cringe. Like,
Okay, so V,
I'm like, Benjamin. Like,
that's crazy. Side questions aside. All right, back to the big three draft. We're back here, guys. Hopefully we have a sponsor by this
that's
time.
right.
No, it's okay. We're back to the
where
game.
are we?
So we're back to
yeah,
the
you said
second round.
Skylar.
This
You
is the
said
second
Skylar.
round drive pick. So who's your second pick for
Oh, fuck.
your best female villains of all time?
Damn, but like,
There's a lot of great ones.
female villains. Now, since you said a normal person thing.
No, they
now
could be
I'm
real
trying to
life too.
think.
Give me real life villains
trying to
too.
think, I'm
There's a
trying
lot
to
of
think.
the girl from Baby Reindeer is pretty bad.
That's bad though.
Pobrecita, man. If
But
you're
that's like
listening,
real life shit.
and we know you are, you're not bad. You're not a villain. I'm sorry. You're a hero,
You were
but you're just hurt,
trying to figure it out.
and you're still trying to figure it out.
Healing. The healing
I don't
process
think
is different
I don't
for
think
everyone.
the lawsuit for Netflix is gonna work, Lil Mama. But hey, at least you tried.
Good luck.
Just make your own show. Make a show from your perspective of being crazy and being traumatized, and talk about your trauma. All that stuff that inspired you to blow random people up and go crazy and be a stalker. Talk about your trauma
There we
and talk
go.
about what brought you
Your
to that level.
perspective.
Talk about your family giving you that reindeer toy that made you call that guy Baby Reindeer. That's why she calls him that at the end. That's
Yo,
the last scene
creepy,
of
dude.
that's the last scene of the show. The
I
last
did watch
scene
it.
of
I
the
did
series
watch it.
is her because she leaves
Explaining.
him. Millions of voicemails, and he's listening through them all after time because he gives it to the feds. And the last scene of the show is it's a full circle moment. He pulls up to a bar just like she did at the beginning of the show, and he's now going through it just like she was at the beginning. And he sits at the bar and he's listening through all this on his Bluetooth, and he hears a voicemail where she goes, "That's why I call you Baby Reindeer, because you remind me of a toy my mama and my daddy gave me for Christmas one time."
So cute. You kind of feel bad for her.
It's the whole. I'm crying right now. I'm holding back tears.
Literally.
recreating it. It's low key mad emotional.
It is,
and
is.
it's very well written because they make a villain a good person and a sympathetic character.
It's true.
And it shows that
And that's
person
life.
comes from trauma. So you listening, I forgot your name. If whatever, fuck, I feel so bad. I forgot your name. You know who you are, Martha. Her fake name's Martha in the show.
You know
That's a
who
fake
you
name.
are,
Maria, I
girlfriend.
think it is the fake name. Maria or Faith,
I think
or whatever it may be. But Mamita, write your show. Write
your
Mamita Reindeer, and you're gonna kill it. But what's your number 2 pick?
That's true. Oh yeah, I forgot what we were talking about.
Bad
that
villains.
That was deep. That was
female
deep.
villains.
That
My
was
bad.
deep.
I had to say
No,
that.
that was because you know
Pobrecita,
what?
because
It's
she's
true.
going through trauma, and
And you know
everybody's
what?
trying her
A
on the
lot of
internet.
people-
It's not a joke. Mental health is real.
I was just gonna say a lot of people are going through shit, and
Ma-
that's where
always.
a lot of crazy.
We're all going
comes
through it.
from, you know.
That's
and
all it is.
It's not cool.
It's misunderstanding. That's what craziness is. It's misunderstanding.
Empathy.
And you don't get what that
Empathy.
person's going through. Empathy is how we beat it.
Feel what they're feeling.
Empathy is how we beat it, and we make the world a better place because
But
they're
if they
just.
don't have any empathy, you know, so what do
You still got to give them
That's
the
true, but,
empathy
like-
to understand why they don't give nobody, why they're in that place, why they're so hurt.
There's always
And
a reason.
It might be bad. It might not be a good reason. All it might not be a reason.
Nah, but
And you
there's
just got to
always a
understand and be
reason.
like, listen,
There's
I get it,
always a
bro.
reason.
Chill out.
There's always a reason.
Worst second person
Okay.
of all time.
All right. So since you're
lot of bad
going with like
villains.
real people.
No, we could do real and bad. We talked. We
Okay,
started with
exactly,
Corella
'cause I started
Deville,
with- I started
Maleficent.
with-
Those will be
exactly,
easier.
exactly.
Wicked Witch of the West.
No.
Those are all whole
Well,
pick.
okay, because
Hocus
they
Pocus.
did make this movie again too.
Oh, let's get it. Ooh, I love it.
It's a real movie though. But fuck, I forgot the bad.
Griselda de
mean-
Blanco is pretty bad.
No, the movie is Mean Girls, but the villain girl.
Oh, yes.
I forgot her name. Whatever. It's the actress. I love that actress. Fucking, what's her fucking name? Rachel McAdams.
Rachel McAdams, yes. Pop, can you search villain Mean Girls? Just do it on your phone on Safari, please. It'll be quicker.
That
goes
girl.
on
That shit. That's fucking. That's an asshole.
That's funny. My second pick, you inspired me earlier when we were talking about teachers and a bunch of stuff. It's the villain from Matilda. The bad one that swings the kid with the chocolate.
God, what's that lady? That principal.
She's
That's
terrible.
me.
Yeah, search that out after too, please.
You're right.
Matilda
that one,
villain.
that's a good one. That's a good
You
one.
inspired me
That's a
earlier. I
good
was like, I forgot
one.
where- Exactly, yeah.
That's a
it's
good one. Yo, that was
crazy
bad.
villain.
Nah, she was
Crazy.
fucking fucked up.
Give me the third one.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. This bitch, yes. Oh, Regina George.
Regina George,
Regina
yes.
George. Coño, 2 first names. One
yeah.
female name and one male
That's
name.
why it's hard to
De
remember,
pinga.
like Terrence Howard. This is crazy. What the fuck?
Wait, Regina was my great grandmother's name though. That's a nice name.
R.P. Regina. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
R.P.
Regina.
Okay. Regina. Third pick. Third
All
worst
right,
villain
third
of all
pick.
time.
Damn.
Female villain.
What's your second?
Oh yeah. What
I
was
said it. The villain from Matilda.
Oh yeah, Matilda. Third. Let me think.
Teachers, we gotta type in Apex.
Teacher from where?
Teacher from Matilda.
Oh yeah, what was that?
Villain
No, I
teacher,
think she was the
Matilda.
principal.
Villain. Put villain teacher because there's a good teacher.
She wasn't even the teacher. She was the principal.
I thought she was the enforcer. I thought she was like. Have you ever had? You know what
Wasn't she the
CSI is
principal?
in school? Have you ever had CSI in school?
I never did, but I knew a lot of people who were.
Oh, but you know what? You're familiar with the term CSI?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
detention, but
Yeah,
in
yeah,
school.
but
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Not after.
And
school.
like for longer.
Miss
Exactly.
Agatha Trunchbull.
That's my second pick. Agatha
Trunchbull.
Trunchbull.
Bitch.
Miss
I love how you-
Agatha Trunchbull. It's
That's-
actually Trunchbull, not Trenchbull.
No, but they pronounce it in the movie how she
Trunchbull.
said
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Trunchbull.
Trunchbull.
Yeah, but in the movie they Trunchbull. Yeah.
Miss
yeah.
Agatha Trunchbull.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the real one. She's
You know-
tremenda singa.
Fuck, the
Sorry.
third one. Oh, tremenda sin-
Yeah, she's tremenda.
You know why I
you agree.
chose Ursula first? Because this bitch took this bitch's voice.
She's a hater.
Yeah, but she took her voice.
She's a
That's like, you
hater.
can't get any worse than taking
No,
somebody's
and she
voice.
became a real person too, right?
And then she became a real person.
She
Yeah.
took her
and she was
real-
beautiful.
She took
It's
her
kind
real-
of like that lady that
She was a
killed
baddie.
Selena, right?
She's a
Like that
baddie.
lady that
Oh
killed
my
Selena was
god!
like,
You know what?
She got
I'm gonna go with that
inspired by
girl.
Little
I'm gonna go
Mermaid.
with that.
Evil ass.
Can I call her a third villain?
Wow,
She is a
what's
villain.
what's that psychopath's
that
name?
lady that killed
Yeah.
I
Selena.
know that's
that-
like
that's a
real.
great
I know
pick.
that's real life.
That's crazy. I was gonna wear my Selena shirt today for you and Pistol. That's
Selena's.
crazy. Selena.
Damn, you should have.
I have a long, but it's long sleeves and it's
I was
humid
such
and
a
hot.
Selena
Yolanda
fan.
Saldivar.
Oh yeah,
She's
no,
your
I
third
know
pick.
her name.
That's crazy.
She robbed us of Selena, bro.
Yo,
She took Selena's from us, Holmes.
If you're listening and we know
And-
you are, little mama,
and the way
You're
she took
terrible.
her though, like,
hater.
bro.
Hi, hater.
And then you were,
I
but
think
you were her.
She just dumped out. They said
You were
she
her
just-
Oh,
fan.
Chico, come on my podcast. I'm gonna roast you. No, it's okay.
You were her
We're not
fan?
gonna roast you till the end.
You were her fan.
But we're gonna have a conversation.
Mentira, she wasn't
Yeah.
a fan. She was an envious
No,
hater.
no. She was a fan. She was
No,
the
she
president of the
wasn't-
fan club.
She
But
was.
she was a
President of the
hater
fan
deep
club.
down inside.
But president of
must
the fan
have
club.
been,
How
but-
could you
She's
do
very
that?
fan.
But that's scary to think that
Why?
you can be so famous that you hire somebody to be the person
The
who
president
takes
of your
care
fan club.
of your fans.
Well, I thought it was fan made. I thought it was like they kind of just took off.
Like how crazy
got
of
hired
a
by
fan?
Selena?
Involved, yeah, she was involved with her. She was
How
directly
crazy
involved.
of a fan?
Selena
can
or
you
Selena?
be?
Selena.
Selena.
Selena is how the Mexican kids said it.
How the Mexicans say it?
Selena.
Well, that's
She's
how the
Mexican.
kids said it. There were some vatos, some
There were
street
some
kids.
vatos who.
But
How
like in
does
real
she
life,
say
it's
it?
Selena.
How does she
Selena.
say it?
Selena is her
Selena.
name. Selena.
She says Selena.
Selena is the
No,
proper
actually, she was
pronunciation.
very American. I think she was.
I mean,
she would
Selena
say
was
Selena,
in,
but
in,
She's
in
so
English.
cool.
yeah.
I
She
would have
was
been cool to
cool,
see her.
man.
That would have been cool to see her grow up
I
and
was
be
Selena
old.
for Halloween 2 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you get a
Nice.
picture for me to
So
put her hair?
yeah.
Awesome.
You freaking
So
look
I
just like
always-
J Lo.
So, which who was just who played Selena.
Yes.
In the
That's
movie,
why.
yeah.
That's how we all got
It makes
introduced to
sense,
J Lo.
yeah.
I mean,
That was
that's-
her breakthrough role.
that was
At
her
least
breakthrough
I knew
role.
her from before that, from the
Which
In
movie?
Living Color.
Oh
She used
yeah,
to dance
yeah.
on
She used to
Living Color.
dance. Yes.
Yeah.
But that was her breakthrough
Yeah,
moment.
right. That was her breakthrough role, yeah.
No, you're right. She was a dancer.
Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah.
J Lo. Shout out to J Lo and Selena.
J-Lo, if you're listening, we know you are.
Darn.
Shout out.
Poor
Okay,
Selena. I
so-
was a Selena fan.
Wait, so third is the
I went
killer.
to see the movie in the theater.
My third pick's gonna be Eve from Adam and Eve because she kind of fucked up the whole game for everybody. So
Wow.
That's why I get my period.
That's a good one.
that's why girls get their
That's
period.
why I get my period.
That's why we get girls pregnant, just, like uncontrollably.
No, literally,
So,
I've literally
yeah.
blamed this bitch for a lot of. I got my period when I was 9, and I fucking was saying that I was hating this shit in 7th grade. Like, fucking shit.
But wasn't
And
it
here we
Lily
are.
that started it and not Eve?
Lilith. Nobody
I don't know.
Lily.
Yeah, I guess it was. You're right. You're
She's the
right.
one that started
Yeah,
it.
Who's
but that's not in
Lilith?
the
She was
scriptures.
with Adam
That's
first.
not in the scriptures, though.
Yeah. She was
That's
with
not what
Adam.
we learned, okay?
All the writers listening and having their hell, they're like,
That's
yo,
in the
what
Torah,
the
it's
fuck?
Who's Lilith?
Yeah, that's in the Torah. It's
They're
not
like-
in the actual like the scriptures, like the Christian scriptures. It's not included.
All right, so
But
that's my
the-
third pick. Eve
all the truths are the
tripping out.
truth.
Adam, you're pretty bad too. You're wild and not listening, but whatever. Anyways, we end
You
every
tripping.
episode with a message for the people out there with the world. Of course, Rich Girl Mindset's out now.
Make shit
Definitely
happen.
follow Boss Lady V and definitely make shit happen.
Make shit happen. Shift,
Make shit and shift. Both at the same time. But I do want to give the guest a chance to leave a message for the audience before we close off. Any type of message. Doesn't have to be positive. You can shit on everybody if you want.
No, I don't know how to do that. I was born on the International Day of Peace. I wish I knew how to do that. Literally, there are times in my life where I'm like, I should shit on you. And I'm like, I don't even know how to do that. But okay.
Right, but
A message for the people.
I don't want to put nobody in a box and tell nobody what to do. Because I told somebody one time, just a positive message for the audience, and I immediately corrected them. I was like, wait. It doesn't have to be positive. You don't want it to be. If you
just
feel
send
passionate,
a message.
yeah, just whatever
Any
you want to say,
message.
whatever you
want.
Tell the people out there listening. You know,
that's always such a interesting question, because there's always so many things that you want to tell the people, and then you listen back later and you're like, all right, that message was cool.
And that's why the choice is valuable.
What I wanted to say.
And I love how you put value into your choice and decision. So you only get one.
Exactly.
What's the one that we're gonna leave everybody with before we close off today?
Let's think. Let's take a sip and think.
Yeah, we'll take a sip to end the episode. This is the sip. The end of the sip episode, brought to you by.
It's difficult, because I would like to just say, have more fun with life. I think people take things too goddamn serious, and that's why you get lost in the sauce, when really you just gotta get in the sauce and just fucking figure it out in the sauce.
Take it easy.
If that even makes sense.
Take it easy, chill out, or in other words, cógelo con take it easy. Theme music.
As Miami people say it.
Right, what she said.
Oh, actually, how my grandma says it. Cógelo suave, pero cógelo.
Theme music.
Till I broke about my shell, then and when and broke, let's